because it looks
Paula,
like
can you make the other Dhammajivi monastery a co-host also?
Absolutely.
Right.
Okay.
I think we'll need a little camera adjustment so we can see the Buddha.
So how about your camera? Camera? Didn't see. Here. Wait. Can we see ourselves whether can see the Buddha?
Three bows to the teacher who's gone.
Hello, I can't hear anything. Can you speak to me, please?
You're fine. We're just nobody's talking right now.
Thank you.
All right, just open it up. Let's see. So we have a little technical difficulty here. Okay. We're not able to view ourselves. Paula, we have the video on, but somehow it still had the screen Dhammajivi.
We're seeing you fine.
Oh.
So I think if you go up top to view and you change your view up at the top. But we're seeing you great here, just so you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Morning.
Welcome everyone to the morning session on the Sunday for the meditation together here. So my name is Bhikkhuni Sanghamitta from Malaysia, and now I'm coming to Dhammadharini for the Vasa retreat for 3 months through the Katina in Aranyabodhi Hermitage, and we came back here last night, very late at the night, arriving here in Dhammadharini about 12 midnight. So why is that so? Because we want to, gather with you all for this morning meditation session. And 1 p.m. in the afternoon, the Sutta study together today. So that's the reason why we're coming back to Dhammadharini during the Vasa period, where in fact yesterday was the first day we entered the Vasa. Yeah. So for our friends here on the floor, warmest greeting and happy to see you again. This morning, I would like to introduce to everyone here the Sympathetic Joy meditation. So in Pali, we call it Mudita Bhavana. Yeah. The purpose is that to cultivate the joy in the achievement of oneself, of your beloved one, your family members, your parents, your sibling, and your friends. Because
sorry to interrupt you. Could you turn your volume up a little bit? You're very quiet.
okay, let me try. Okay. Can you hear better now? Or no, I think this is the volume that we hear others, not other hear us. No, other hear us from the another side. Let me try. Please turn this on, turn on. This is in the good volume.
I think if you use the external mic, it'll be easier for people to hear you.
Right. Yes. How you doing? Is it better?
Yes.
Yes, very much. Thank you.
That's much better. Thank you.
Why we trying to do this Mudita Bhavana, Sympathetic Joy meditation this morning? Because we are aware that, in our society, people around us, there are many, many different kind of friends. There are friends that rejoice in our achievement, our success, but there are also friends that have difficulty in being able to have that arise that wholesome mindset, that they have difficulty in that. And I hope that by this method, then people can start able to develop this sympathetic joy in the achievement and success of others. Then this will enable oneself to have more happiness in oneself, and then at the meantime also would influence the people around and the group to be have this positive energy. Especially, this is very helpful when we are at the time when we are down, in our life. It could be a very good encouragement for us to remember what have we succeed in the past, either in a spiritual path or in our career or in our family or during our growth period from childhood. There will be a good encouragement for us when our Kalanamita might not available, like the psychologist said. At least we need to have 5 good friends who we can talk to when we are in sadness or disappointment or distress. So in the same way, not all the time Kalanamita are available for us, even though we have, because they have their own life, their own family. Perhaps at the time when you need them, they are busy with other stuff and you cannot find them, cannot reach them. So this is one of the methods where we can help ourselves. Yeah. So let us start. We will do this exercise for maybe 40 minutes from now. So I'll ring the bell at the end of the session. I'll give a signal by ringing a second bell again. And you help to provide the cushion for the people. The cushion. Yes. Yes. So please sit at your comfort position while we are waiting for our friends to settle down here on floor. So please take your comfortable posture and relax yourself. Let's start to breathing in gently. And then we put our mind on the breath. And breathing out the stress from the body. You may check your posture, do a little bit adjustment. Make sure the spine are straight and relaxed. Breathing in gently. And breathing out. Release the tiredness. Maybe you can feel your chest are relaxing now. Breathing in gently. Breathing out. Release the tiredness. That we have accumulated for a long time. Breathing in gently. Breathing out. Release the tiredness of the body. You can imagine you are alone in your space. There's no one around. And today is a rest day. Just put down everything that in your thought and enjoy this sitting session. No worry. No one is going to disturb you. Just relax. You're off from your duty today. You're off from your job. This is your own time now. When your mind has calmed down gradually now, I would like to invite you to recall, to remember your achievement. It can be your achievement recently, or your achievement in the past, last couple of years, or achievement during your childhood, or high school, or grade school. It can be even a very, very small achievement, success. Like when you start to learn how to cycling, start to learn how to cook your own dishes, or you join any contest during your primary school. It can be any achievement. Try to recall that. And to note, how is your sensation, your feeling at that moment? Is there a lot of joy? Is there success? Even for a very little, small thing that happened during your childhood or during your teenage time, any period in your life. Recall them, remember them, and rejoice in that feeling. Rejoice in your achievement. Maybe there was a moment where you are with your grandma or with your parents. Or there was a moment where you learn how to take care of your pets. There's another type of success which you learn and you grow in your life. Please recall as many as you can, but all these small achievements, or even some other achievement which you have put much efforts, energy, and time. Rejoice in that for what you have, making efforts. We need to understand this world, this samsara, is not perfect. Therefore, please do not expect yourself to be perfect. But allow oneself, please allow ourselves to grow in the journey of this life. If there happen any mistake that we have done unintentionally or even intentionally, we note that, and there's an opportunity to improve ourselves, but don't blame yourself. Learn to rejoice in every single small achievement that you have done in your life. And if you find any difficulty when remembering these small success, perhaps there's a mix of feeling of rejoice and discomfort at the same time, then please come back to your breath. Let's breathing in gently and breathing out. Release those tension. Just be mindful on your breath for a few seconds. When the mind is calm again, then you can continue to recall those memories. We will sit for another 20 minutes. If you have pain on your leg, you can change the posture mindfully. You can change the posture of your leg to feel comfort and relax. We have now end the sitting session. Please bring your mind back to the breath and take 3 deep breaths. And you can slowly open your eyes for our discussion this morning. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu for everyone here for doing this exercise together. So before we start our discussion on the meditation practice, let us recite Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So this morning, together with me is Venerable Samaneri Ariyadhammajivi. You can see her. So yesterday we came back together from the Mandarini, to support this program, and also our Deva transport was Sister Nancy that drove us back here from Aranyabodhi. I appreciate so much for her help and support, for everyone here. So I would like to hear from you all. How was the sitting session? Are you able to recall your achievement in the past, even from childhood? Is there any difficulty? Or you're able to do it joyfully? So here no one raised a hand, then I will pick. Let me see. I saw someone raise a hand.
Diana.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning. Well, when you said, you're talking about remembering any small achievement, and actually they were more recent for me, and but suddenly it occurred to me that remembering any small achievement or any small loving moment can raise my vibration, or take me back to being to my place of loving kindness and peace. When after, like, say, a tiring day, I'm retired, so I don't work anymore, but when I did work, I worked a lot of retail, so being around people, especially, I worked at Joann's Fabrics, so around angry women. And being the most sensitive person in the room, a woman who had a bad day, guess where they'd head to? The most sensitive person in the room. But even if you're just feeling low, you need to raise yourself back to your place of loving kindness, because that's the higher vibration. It's like I remember somebody putting it like being at a higher radio frequency, because your place of loving kindness and peace is a higher vibration, higher frequency, to where where you can radiate that out to the world. So it just it's like when you said that, it's like clues going into place. That's what, when you're feeling low, that's what you need to do. Remember the small things that brought you those feelings. And then you're back in your right place in yourself. So thank you, Aya. Thank you.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
So much that it is bring a positive effects here. Yeah. We would like to invite Daniel Shenki, please.
Sure. I enjoyed the meditation. It's the first time I've done a meditation on that particular Brahmavarya, or Brahmaviharya. And it was somewhat challenging, I think, for me, which is something, I guess, to keep in mind. It felt a little maybe prideful or conceited to be kind of meditating on my achievements. And so I found that part to be a little challenging. I think I settled into it somewhat, but it made me aware of how uncomfortable thinking about what I've done makes me. And maybe that's something for me to think about too.
Mm. So you'll be comfort me to call you Daniel or Shenki? Or should I?
Daniel's fine. Daniel's good.
Okay, so Daniel, honestly, at the first time when I learned this method, I have the same, feeling like you, and I'm even like more than that, in a sense that when I try to rejoice in my achievement, like even like very small achievement during my childhood, I see that, okay, when recalling the achievement in the childhood, that naturally not an issue. I can feel that. But when saying about achievement, like after I ordained, I went to Buddhist university to study for 8 years. I do not feel anything, no feeling. I cannot recall anything. But when the instruction come to, because today we just take the first step, we reflect on the achievement of ourselves. And then the next will be our beloved one, and then our parents, sibling, and other people, right? When I do the contemplation on the achievement of other, my friends or family members, that no problem at all. I have so much joy. But only for the achievement on myself, I feel like it's weird. How come it's no feeling at all? I cannot. Then finally, I found that this is because the habit of I have same perception like you, thinking of if I would rejoice in what I have achieved in the university where I study. I do not want to build up the feeling of ego. That's why every semester when I get the Dean Award in the university, I receive the certificates of the award every semester for like 4 years continuously. Every time when I go to the stage and receive this certificate, I tell myself, okay, be careful about the ego. Then when the pleasant feeling arises, I just, I am not acknowledge that, just let it pass. So it become a habit, like you are not rejoicing in what you achieve at all. Your mind doesn't touch that. And then when come to this mudita practice, the feeling cannot arise. It's like blank, Then after I learned this, so I got interviewed with my meditation teacher, and then I start to learn like gradually how to pick up this thing. So I begin with like rejoice in my work right before I ordained. So I worked in the NGO, the Chichi Foundation, for 4 years as a volunteer. Then I'm so rejoiced at that time by helping the poor and the sick and the old. I'm so happy. So I recall that joyfulness during that period of time of 4 years, and I got a lot of joy in me. Then from that, during the meditation session, I recall that when I was a volunteer and connect it with my own achievement, then it works slowly. I able to do that. Yeah. Yes. Because I have, the worry about the ego. That's why I just put aside, never rejoice. And if you read the Sutta of the Buddha, the same thing happened to him. Before he leave the home, so during his childhood under the tree, he also attained the first jhana, right? But he didn't rejoice in that. There's also a question about, like, he do not want to rejoice in that his achievement, worry about the ego, the same thing. But finally, before his liberation, before his enlightenment, then he found that it is okay, it is fine to rejoice in his achievement of the jhana. Then he came to aware about this after long time. Yeah. So just to share with you, I have the same experience like you, what you feel now. But it's not an issue, like not a problem. Like if we rejoice in our achievement, it is helpful in the spiritual path in the sense that we could have more confidence. I give you another example, like the Buddha, when he faced the Mara just right before his full enlightenment. So his hand, he touched the earth, right? To make himself to recall, it has been many lifetimes that he practiced as a bodhisattva, and being confident with himself that he have a lot of these wholesome quality, and with that he able to overcome the Mara, the defilements. Yeah. So rejoice in what we have achieved. A lot of achievement in our spiritual practice that give us the confidence we're able to do this, we're able to overcome the defilements. Yeah.
Mm.
Sadhu.
Sadhu.
Okay, how about on the floor? Our friends here. Would you like to share something? What's your name, please?
Max.
Max, nice to meet you.
I just found I just kept getting distracted. I was trying to focus on recalling those achievements, and then worries and other stressors just started to come in, and I was having to fight those off while I was trying to focus on the meditation was about.
So, do you mean that when you recall the achievement, it come together in the story of your achievement that come the worry, or is other things?
It was just other things, like I was focused on this thing, I'm recalling my achievements,
Other thoughts come
and
in.
then I would get distracted
I
and
see.
like, like I have so much stuff to do, or it's like, there's all these
Yes.
problems happening,
Yes.
and I'd be like, oh, okay, no, I can't focus on that. I need to get back to the meditation.
Yeah, sometimes it happens. So we just need to come back to the breath, to come down the mind again, focus, and then recall again. Just trying that. Yeah. So back at home, you can try again and again slowly. Yeah. So I hope that you do not fight the thoughts that arise, but just gently come back to the breath. Yeah. And don't hate the thoughts. It's nature. It's the nature of the mind just needs some training for the mind, then it will be fine. It needs some time gradually. Yeah. No shortcuts. Not fast food. Okay. Thank you. Yes, sister, would you like to share something?
Sure.
What's your name, please?
My name is Tracy.
Tracy, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you. When I was able to think of my achievements, it definitely, like you said, made me feel confident and like I can show up for people and places and things the way I want to show up for and be there. at the same time, I had dual experiences of feeling like, wow, I could have achieved more
Mhm.
in my lifetime. I could have done more than I probably, like if I had applied myself in certain things.
Mm.
But on the other side of that, I felt, thinking about my achievements, I thought I could still do that.
Mm.
I have achieved
Mm.
things. And that made me feel like maybe I haven't achieved everything I could have achieved, but having that feeling again of remembering what it feels like
Mm.
was very it was very inspiring.
Yes.
Yeah. It was
Yes.
very inspiring to think, well, I
Sure.
still can achieve. I still, and it reminded me that the ones that gave me the most, like I can do this, were very simple things.
Yes.
Some of the, like you said, some of the big things that other people did, hurrah. It wasn't so much those, it was more very simple things that are really important for my personal growth, were the ones
Right.
that helped me the
Exactly.
most.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made me
That's
feel the
why
most inspired.
this exercise want to give us more strength in ourselves. Then we can do more.
And it wasn't so much gaining things, it was more about things I let go of that made me feel the most.
Yes. Right. Right.
effective. Yeah.
It's not about just like no gaining thing, but how in the practice we can let go a little bit more improvement, more development. So we're happy in that, we rejoice in that even. Yeah. Then we could be more content with ourselves where we have achieved small things. And at the same time, you also share about it arise on like remote side where you could have done better for the things that you haven't done right in the past. So when this mental state, this emotion arise, so we can apply the right efforts in a sense, because when we do this exercise, we want it to be helpful for the strength of our mind. So when the remorse arise, means we was thinking that, oh, maybe I can do even better for the thing that has passed. When this arise, we recognize, note it, then with the right efforts, we abandon it, just put it down. Why? Because this remorse, it will affect the mind negatively. So we need to note this feeling arise and put it aside. If you note the rejoice arise, we keep it and develop it. So we need to clear about them, what to put away, what to keep. Yeah. Yes. Just be cautious with that. That would be helpful. Welcome. Okay. How about Nancy? Would you like to share something?
Kind of similar
Mm,
to what other folks are
yes.
sharing. There is I think a concern of conceit,
Mm,
that you're cautious. There's a line between,
mm,
being happy for what you did and
yes. Yes.
puffing
Yes.
yourself up.
And this couple of days, you have done a lot in the Aranyabodhi, help to volunteer to clean the place, make things organized. When I see the shower trailer there, the washing laundry area, I say, oh, this is beautiful now, very tidy. The hard work of Nancy the whole morning.
And it
before lunch.
makes you feel so good to
Yes,
give
right.
and to do, but also
Right.
sometimes I too much doer. So that's but rejoicing is you can also rejoice in just practicing the knowing and
Yes.
not being the doer.
Mm,
I'm trying to let that, I wouldn't say let it go. I don't know I can let it go, but I can let it be. And then but there's the practice, so that's the,
yes. Yes.
and
It is good to balance, like here the same. This morning have this session with everyone here. I do have a chance to relax while being busy in other duty. Yeah, I'm so happy with that.
and to be mindful as I'm doing whatever I'm doing, I'm washing,
Yes.
and dry, whatever it is, just
Mm.
to keep the mindfulness in, not just like, okay, this is my sitting, and then
Have to finish
yeah,
it
do,
quickly.
and be
Yes,
like
yes.
that. So just that can be joyful,
Yeah.
not
Not
to
in rush. Yeah.
be rushing is not to
correct.
put the pressure
Correct.
of
Exactly.
achieving. I think there's a difference between aspiration and achievement is different. You know, not the
Yes.
you know,
Thank
not,
you so
not
much.
to accomplish, I guess, is
Yes,
the
yes.
wanting.
Yes, not just the goal to achieve something, yeah, to accomplish, but the process of being mindful in doing things that you feel, you know, relaxed and peaceful. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. How about friends here online? Nancy or Elaine, if you want to share, or you have any comments on it? It is suitable for you?
I was thinking, I also had a hard time rejoicing in my achievements, no matter what they were. And I would tend to be negative. And just lately, I've learned that appreciating what you have done and given makes you happier. But also, there's a sense of acceptance. So I was thinking the most important achievements, though, were finding Buddha. That's the best. Thank you.
Sadhu. Nancy.
Good morning. This is my first time here, but I usually am watching Ajahn Sona in Birken Forestry, in Birken Monastery at 10 a.m. Pacific time. But I love the feeling of focusing on my merit. I used to have a very hard time sleeping, getting to sleep at night, self-loathing and thinking of all the horrible, stupid things I've done throughout my life. And I watch a lot of monks on YouTube, and one was a Venerable Nick with a video, a good talk on how to get better sleep. And of course, there were some preliminary, you know, no blue screen, etc., no food in the bedroom, etc. But he was sitting next to the ocean on a rocky beach in Thailand, and he said that we should swim in a sea of merit. And another person commented, yes, as opposed to drowning in an ocean of anxiety. And so that has really helped me. And when I lay down at night now, it's like I visualize this swimming in a sea of merit, and it has really helped me. Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Thanks so much for your sharing. So we also learned something new here. Yeah. Yes. Exactly. How about our friend here? Brother?
I think I'm with everybody else. It's difficult to sit in that space because we're taught with Buddhism that to check the ego, right? And like you, like the same thing. So I'm kind of part with everybody else. It's the same difficulty to check in on that, because I think part of the teaching that I've been used to is just we don't focus on oneself except with the metta in the beginning, but recognize oneself. So I will need more practice, that's for sure. I like it. I think it's a worthwhile avenue to explore. It'll just take a little more practice to be able to be comfortable in that space.
Yes.
Because it's not easy. And I think for a lot of people, even outside of this place, it would be hard to do that. Because you don't want to feel this way or that way better than anybody else. You know, that's where the ego starts coming in. And yeah, with most people, it's a challenge. So I appreciate it. I think I'll need more time to be able to do that. I think about that as I'm throughout my week. I will be looking at that more often. A few minutes here, a few minutes there, and kind of.
Yeah. You know, I found this practice, there's also opportunity where when we recollect our own achievement, and we also see during the process of recollection, when it comes to recollect the achievement of others, people around us, either family members or our colleague or friends, then we will see if there is the emotion of envy, jealousy arise, it is a good time to check if we have the superiority complex. We can check ourselves, or we have the inferior complex. We can check ourselves. So this is a good time to check. If we have that, then we abandon it. This is through the process. And the first, like the Brahma Vihara, Metta, Karuna, Mudita, Upekkha, these four, loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity, these four type of practice of meditations, it's always start with oneself. Always start with oneself, then to our loved one, then to people around us, and to our enemy at the last. So I see why it starts from oneself. And it go further with people around. It means that it's not like only focus on ourselves that build out a lot of ego, but we also, recollect it through the object of meditation of others is to check us. And it always starts from oneself, because this is like, logically we can understand. If you are not being loved, you are incapable to love other people, right? How do you learn how to love other if you grow up, without anyone love you? Maybe there's a lot of hatred in mind. So this is a foundation where we learn how to love ourselves, be compassionate with ourselves, then we're able to give to other. If you never feel that love, you don't know how to love other, right? So this is a foundation. I would like to declare it is not like to encourage us to have ego, but it's just a foundation for us. Yeah. And myself also, as I share, I also have a difficulty because we're afraid of, acknowledge all those achievements that build out the ego in ourselves. So myself also, I don't practice, I don't do in that way because I have that worry. That's why the first time when I came across this method, I found I have blank feeling. I do not feel anything in my own achievement, even there is a lot. But this is needed to a certain degree to help us during the time you are down. You need to have more confidence in doing something that new to you. You need to have that confidence in you, but not the ego, but at least the foundation of confidence that you can move forward. Yes. When you move forward, you're able to help others. That's the key there, to help others, Yeah. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Maybe here our Dhamma sister, Samaneri Ariyadhammajivi, would have something to share, the insight to share with everyone. Can you see her from the screen? Okay, good.
It's interesting. Before I ordained, I did a lot that I'm so proud of, that I really enjoy, and I feel like I recollected. I feel like it's a job that I did to to help the Buddha Sasana. So I continue to have that, and that increased my confidence. Now, when sitting in meditation, I recall I had nothing. It's completely nothing, no feeling. I'm like, what happened? So I'm like in another state. I could not recall any of that, because could it be because I live in that already? That during the meditation I cannot pull it back. So
Yeah, I see. So you're talking about like it's difficult to put it back because you're
I
arranged
just
everything?
no feeling, none,
Ah,
none. But because I outside every day, I feel like I feel that and I feel confident out of that. But sitting, I try to recall that, nothing.
Okay. What do you think about the obstacle for this?
It's probably the ego that everybody's talking about. You know, when you're like sitting down, try to say, your achievement. Because when I on a daily life, day to day, when I reflect, I don't look at it as an achievement. I look at it like a job, something that I do to help others.
Yeah.
That's easier. But like achievement is my achievement, so I couldn't blank. It's not a negative, but just nothing. I couldn't even recall the image of what I did.
I think you also take it the servicing to others as a part of the training, right? Yeah. Good. Thank you. So I think let me see, there is one message in the chat box. All right. Okay, now I think this is the time now.
Aya, can I say one thing?
Yes, yeah. Dana?
I learned, and I think it is from Buddhism, that the greatest humility is to like yourself. So for the Aya sitting next to you too, that it's okay to like your achievements and to like yourself, because all the great spiritual teachers, all of them, from Jesus to Buddha to Muhammad, all of them were teaching people to love themselves. Because like you said, you can't love other people unless you love yourself first. Because how can you teach another person to love themselves unless you love to love themselves unless you love yourself? You know, and I've had people argue with me about that, and it's like, but if you're hating yourself, you can't teach people to love.
True. When we hate ourselves, we have our own problem. Yeah, this is also one type of in psychiatry says of.
Get over here, come on. Okay, come on. Oh.
Yeah, so let us end this session for this Sunday morning with we're sharing the merits of today, the meditation with everyone. So let us recite together. Etawata cha amhehi sambadang punya sampadang sabbe dewa numodantu sabba sampati siddhya. Etawata cha amhehi sambadang punya sampadang sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampati siddhya. Etawata cha amhehi sambadang punya sampadang sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampati siddhya. Buddhang sasanam cirang titatu. Buddha sasanam cirang titatu. Buddha sasanam cirang titatu. May the Buddhist dispensation last long. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay,
Thank you, Aya.
Yeah, you're most welcome. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aya.
Message. Yeah, thank you. Have a nice day.
Paula, can you stay on so we can change the adapter? Just test real quick. I think it was the adapter that didn't recognize the external drive. So let me change that to see if that's gonna work.
Thanks, everyone here. Yeah, have a nice day. Brother, what's your name? Sorry. Nick. Nathan.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if it comes.
Or the study room?
Here is it 1 o'clock?
That's where I saw on the website.
Yeah, it's in the